Yo, and how's it going, Apple Army? Welcome back to the Game with Apple. The day has finally come. I am doing my 1vx STAM DK build for the Blackwood patch. I know a few of you have definitely been waiting for this build. I tried to get it out as fast as I could for you. I've been streaming, getting this build ready, and actually, to be fair, we got this together pretty fast, and I'm really happy about that. And if you haven't seen any gameplay about this yet, I have done two 6-hour live streams since Blackwood dropped on the 8th of June for consoles, and I uploaded a build, well, not a build, but a video yesterday showcasing the build. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Right, so I'll buff up, so we'll just do buff stats. Just buff with literally just normal buffs there. Alright, so back bar, we're looking at 14.5k magic, 29.5k health, 27k stamina, well, yeah, 3k stamina recovery, don't care about the health recovery. Then we got 4.6k weapon damage back bar, and we'll go back with 31,800 physical resistance, and then 29,800 spell resistance, 2.6k crit. That's enough. Good weapon combat bar, and then on the front bar we still stay at 3k stam recovery, 5.1k weapon damage with 27k physical and 25k spell. Yeah, overall stats looking really strong for this build, and they do get better as we go into the build. 64 points into stamina, really trying to push that max stamina pool. That's important for us. Titanium takeaway broth, even though the health recovery isn't as good anymore this patch, I still like the max health and stamina that I get from this, and then the stam recovery. You could run dubious instead, but to be honest, not dubious, not you can run dubious. I meant lava food, the blue food. I just don't like how small it makes my health bar. Honestly, on DK, I just can't get over how small my health bar gets. That's the reason I run Arteum. In all honesty, I tried to get used to lava food. I just couldn't do it. It just looked too small for me. Then we're running the Super Munder Stone for stam recovery. Recovery is massive this patch because they nerfed the CP, like with cost reduction getting cut in half for our CP. So last patch we were at 2.6k stam recovery, and in this patch we've had to go up to 3k, just to negate that loss of cost reduction that we were getting through CP. Right, into the gear. Well, before the gear, I'll go over the potion. So yeah, I'll tell you there. And the potions that we're running: max health, stamina, and physical resistance. The physical resistance is, we only run physical resistance because it pairs really nice with, and where is it? Yeah, with scaled armor. So you get your increased spell resistance just from being a DK, so we don't need more spell resistance, so we up our physical resistance through the potions. That is why we went for them ones. Really powerful pots. And then you can find yourself also, sometimes when I'm like really Xing, and you know there's too many on me, I switch to these pots. So a mobility, so I can't get stunned, speed, and stamina, because sometimes speed is just better than having extra armor. Right, so gear. Back bar, we're running Armor Master. In defending, you could probably get away with powered, in all honesty, because our resistances go up so high, you could get away with powered, in all honesty, guys. So yeah, defending or powered, that's just up to you, that's preference. So you get max health, armor, armor, and then while you have an armor ability slotted, you gain 5% max health. We're not too bothered about that, but then when you use an armor ability while in combat, your physical and spell resistances increase by 5,800. Now, if we look at this right now, look, if we look at this bar, we go from 20k resistances, now we go to 29,000, 26,000. We use a potion. We're at 21,000, 21.8 to 29.8. And then when we activate this now, we go up to 37,600 and 35,600. To be honest, guys, I will be switching this to powered, in all honesty. That would be something that I prefer to have. So I would get that trait empowered. That's what I'll end up doing. But what this does really nice is when we go on to our front bar, so we'll activate shuffle again. So it's when you hit shuffle, you get the buff. So we're hitting shuffle whilst in combat. And we go to the front bar, we get 30,000 spell resistance front bar, 31,000, and then 32,000 physical. So our resistances are really nice. And we were in 6 medium, 1 heavy. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome just through the set. Literally, you press shuffle on your back bar and it comes over to the front bar. You don't, yeah. It's awesome. Then we're running Witch Knight front bar. Sharpened Maul, penetration is awesome on DK at the moment. Penetration is awesome because obviously we are running Malacath on this build. I'll get into more of that a bit later. But yeah, penetration works really well with Malacath. So we're going for penetration. So you get weapon damage, weapon damage, weapon damage, and it increases your weapon damage by 369 against enemies afflicted by a poison damage effect. I was going to go with stuns, because I always used to run stuns over the set, especially with the last CP. So if you don't know what stuns is, basically stuns... let me see if I can find a piece in the bank. One sec. I don't know if you know what stuns is. Let's see if, yeah, here we go. So it's stuns. Basically the first 3 lines are perfect. You know, I really love those first 3 lines on stun. When you deal damage to an enemy who is off balance, you your physical and spell penetration is increased by 5,100 for 10 seconds. Now, this used to be amazing, so you could use to set people off balance by roll dodging. So if you dodged an attack for your CP, it was through the Tactician CP, in the old CP, you could set people off balance, and then if you had Nauseous Breath already on them, that would automatically proc the set, but now you have to get the uppercut in, so I have to be uppercutting to set it off. And sometimes when you're Xing, you just don't want to be uppercutting always for that combo, and it's a very easy combo now to see because I have to uppercut to get my combo in, so it gives me less diversity on how I can line up my combos. But that's the reason why I didn't go for stuns. It's just I can't proc it in as many ways as I could used to. However, with with Witch Knights, all I have to do with poison damage effect, all I have to do is hit Toxic Breath. Literally, I can kite around a corner, right? I can kite around a corner, do a Toxic Breath, and I know for a fact, not only now have their resistances been reduced by 6k through the bottom of the major breach, but on top of that 6k fracture, I have also got an extra 369 weapon damage against those targets, just through one skill, through this AoE skill. Obviously, you can do it through Venomous Claw as well, but I find myself doing it through Toxic Breath because it gets the penetration. And then you can leap, because you're all set up now. Literally, you are all set to leap just after Toxic Breath, which is awesome. There is, yeah, not much proc to that, which I really like. Keeps you nice and mobile, and you can do it pretty often. Other people are liking Veteran there, and I understand Veteran. You can play Veteran, but I find if I play Veteran, you'd have to switch out Trainee. You'd have to switch out these 2 pieces of Witch. Actually, no, you keep these 2 pieces of Witch Knight, and then you could add that as Witch Knight as well, so you get another line of weapon damage. Or yeah, you can switch it around, but I don't personally prefer Veteran for Xing. That's my personal opinion on it. It's great for 1v1s, 1v2, 1v3, but Xing, when I've got like 5-6 guys behind me, I like to be able to Toxic Breath, do a leap, and see what happens. But yeah, that's just personal preference, guys. Then I'm running Balrogs. So if you don't know what Balrogs is, it's insane. Gives us a shit ton of penetration and a shit ton of weapon damage. The more I save up my ulti, the more damage I'm going to do in my burst combo. We got 2 pieces here. So for my armor, what we're doing is we've got 1 piece reinforced, heavy chest piece reinforced. It gives us the max stats, right? And then we're running, what is it? I think it's 5-piece impen. Yeah, 5-piece impen with 1 piece well fitted just for the cost reduction, which is really nice. That cost reduction really does help. So 6 medium, 1 heavy, 5 impen, 1 reinforced, chest reinforced, and then 1 well fitted. Yeah. Then it was Trainee, yeah. So Trainee for the max health. Then, like I was saying, Witch Knight on here. I think that is gone over enough on armor. But yeah, the enchants on the small pieces, you want stamina. You want stamina enchants on the small pieces just to push that stamina. And then on the other pieces, we're pushing max health. No, sorry, tri-stats. And then 1 extra here. For my jewelry then, we have got 2 stam recovery. So 2 stam recovery infused. Like I said, this patch, stam recovery is massive. It's not like last patch where I could just run all 3 weapon damage. If I want to be able to sustain it in my Xing, I need more stam recovery. So you could probably run 1 stam recovery, 1 weapon damage, but the 2 stam recovery is to make sure that in no matter the X situation, I've got really good stamina, which is important. I don't want to be dying because my stamina is failing on me often. And then 1 piece is weapon damage infused. I went for the Malacath weapon damage infused because I just get more out of it because like Malacath is already in gold and these are in purple. That was my reasoning for that. Malacath got nerfed this patch in terms of damage done from 25% down to 16%, so that's a 9% nerf, but you can do critical damage. Admittedly, the critical damage is halved, but I have seen myself critting and getting 13, 14k crits on my leaps, which is nice. So I run Malacath. The 16% damage is still way too strong. And in considering the fact that we're only running 17% weapon critical, with very low weapon critical, I mean, Malacath for me on this setup is still the way to go. Yeah. Okay, moving on then to my skills. So we're running Shuffle. Not only does it give us major evasion, grants us snare and mobility, but then on top of that, it gives us 5k resistances from proccing, like I said before, the Armor Master. So you get that 5.8k resistances there with 20% damage reduction to AoEs. I mean, it's a great skill, even better with Armor Master, so yeah, it's a must-have. Fragmented, we get our Mage Mending for 6 seconds. I mean, awesome. And then if for some reason you don't know, Fragmented also gives us our Minor Brutality through these passives in DK, just from hitting a ability in this skill tree. Then we have Volatile Armor. I use Volatile Armor for the resistances and the 10% extra healing received. So you get 10% extra healing, 12% extra healing received, about 12% extra healing received whilst having a Draconic ability active with your 6k resistances. Must have this up at all times. Not only that, I run this one so it can pull Nightblades out of stealth. So if I can't find a Nightblade, like if I Toxic Breath and he's not in front of me, I'll start doing Volatile Armor. And then once I found him, I'll use my Toxic Breath to keep him in my range, and then Volatile Armor if I can't catch him with Toxic. So it's just nice to keep pressure on Nightblades, and just a form of getting them out of stealth. The shield that you get from the other morph of this, I think, is negligible, and the utility that you get from this morph of being able to drag Nightblades out of stealth, I think is just really handy, personally. Cauterize, this is a crutch at the moment for this build. The healing this patch is being more difficult, especially with the nerf again to CP healing and with procs back and increased damage done to you. Yeah, this heal is amazing. Also, it gives you heal to teammates as well, so it's an extra. You guys know what Cauterize does. Just a great heal, keep it up at all times. You can let it tick. These 3 magic abilities, we can sustain these 3 just through using Leap and yeah, just getting our resources back. So it's easy to sustain. Resolving Vigor, I mean, that's a given. Temporal Guard, 5% damage reduction. You could actually this patch switch out for Corrosive, so you could put Corrosive here instead if you wanted to. I personally am still preferring Temporal Guard, but that's just my preference, because I also like to sometimes use it, like actually use the skill to bait players, like to jump off. It gives me a bit more utility. I like the skill. Also, you get the damage shield, which is a little bit nice, especially when you're just tapping blocks sometimes, when you got maybe a meteor or something on you. That's always nice. Okay, Venomous Claw, really strong dot. Not only does it do the base dot, but it also does the poison status effect. So it is literally a double dot in one, because it applies to the poison status effect, which is awesome. Execute, went for this morph just because it's powerful, but it didn't execute. Rally, we get the stam recovery, the weapon damage, and the heal. Can't say much more about that. Amazing burst heal, and needed on the build. Nauseous Breath. I mean, if you're not running Nauseous Breath in a STAM DK, something's wrong, or you're running a weird-ass build, because it gives you an AoE penetration with a nice dot and upfront damage, which is always nice. Uppercut for burst combos, sets your target off balance, so you can medium weave, like if you set them off balance, you can then do medium weave into leap, or you can just do medium weave execute to get the stun in. So yeah, that's our form of burst damage and stun. Leap, because leap is awesome, and our leap tooltip goes up to 24.4, but then you got to remember on top of that you do more damage to, against players with poison status effect on them, and then you apply breach and stuff. So our penetration's really good on that. Leap hitting really hard, which is awesome. Going into the CP then, notable CP for the green tree is literally reduced full damage taken. Then if you want to add some food timer to your item, if it gets expensive for you, run that there. Then liquid efficiency for your potions. The movement speed is always nice to have, and those are the main ones I would say. Blue CP. Now for the blue CP, the slottables I'm running are Biting Aura, So increases your damage done with area effects by 2%. So that increases leap damage by 10% and toxic breath damage by 10%. The main thing we're going for there is the leap damage for 10%. Then increases your damage done with direct damage attacks by 10%. So that increases again toxic breath by another 10% off its initial damage, execute by 10%, uppercut by 10%, and leap by a further 10%. So between them two, we're getting 20% extra damage to leap, which is awesome. Then we have Duelist Rebuff, which reduces our damage taken by single target abilities by 10%. This is awesome. Not much more to say about that. That is your Crystal Frags, your Incaps, surprise attack, spectral bows, all that good stuff hitting you for a crap ton of damage. You just reduce that by straight up 10%, which is awesome. And then we're running the crit resistance, so I just increased your crit resistance by 660. Gives us more options then to run different sets that don't give us crit resistance. We've obviously got all these points in. Yeah, what have I got? Yeah, in here, blessed. Just max everything out, guys. Yeah, that's about it for that. Up here then, we are running Balanced Vitality. Max health is important, we need that. The resistance is awesome. Then Rejuvenation for, you know, the max health, stamina, magic recovery. And then Juggernaut for the 10% damage reduction when you break free. If you have another CP in mind, you can take off this CP and put on Survival Instincts this patch, because we are running Armor Master, so armor is through the roof in fairness. So you can put in Survival Instincts if you want to reduce the cost of your core damage your core abilities. So that's always an option this patch as well, guys. And then obviously just fill in the rest of your CP. I'll go for rotation then really quick. So on the back bar, what I'll do is I would make sure I'm in combat first. So I'm in combat, so I would do the Volatile Armor into Shuffle. I would hit the Brutality into Cauterize, because the Brutality, even at the start of a fight, I want to be proccing, where is it? I want to be proccing this at the start of the fight, so it gives us minor Brutality. So even that, so we'd do this, into this, Brutality into Cauterize, keep the Cauterize up, then have Rally up, and then I'd look to maybe Medium Weave into Uppercut, Light Attack, Toxic Breath, Light Attack, Venomous Claw, see where they're at, maybe rebuff on the back bar, do Light Attack, Toxic Breath, Uppercut, Light Attack, Toxic Breath, maybe a Medium Weave or a Heavy Attack, Light Attack into a Leap, then Light Attack, Execute, Light Attack, Toxic Breath, Light Attack, Execute. Basically, my point is get in your light attacks as much as you can, because light attacks do a lot of damage for you in your rotations. And then back bar, we're running poisons, but you can just take off these poisons and have the weapon damage enchant. Yeah, to be fair, you don't really need poisons. You can just get rid of these and just have weapon damage enchant. Always nice. But yeah, guys, I think I have gone over everything. Let me know in the comment section down below if I missed anything. Actually, I did miss something. I forgot to go over so we've got all the passives into Fighters Guild. Well, just for the, no, not the passives. What am I talking about? Not Fighters Guild, I meant Undaunted. So we got these passives into Undaunted. Then we're an Orc. So max stamina, max health. In max stamina and weapon damage, we have cost reduction by 12% to sprint, and increase our speed by 10%, which is really nice this patch because of the nerf to CP. So even more so that I'm feeling like I want to be Orc. So yeah, we're running Orc, guys. And these are my points. But yeah, guys, I think that is everything now. So without any further ado, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video or found it in any way helpful. If you did enjoy it or found it in any way helpful, then please make sure to smash that like button. Drop a comment, because you always know I love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you want to see next, and if I missed anything or you need any more advice or tips, any of that good stuff, let me know in the comment section down below. And then subscribe, guys, if you haven't already, to become part of the Apple Army and stay up to date with all my latest content here at the Gaming Apple. Also, guys, if you want to take it a step further, the link for my Discord is down in the description below. Come join the Discord so you can stay up to date with all my latest content. Like, I put timers and I let you guys know when I'm going live and when my YouTube video is going up, just all that stuff in my Discord. And you can come talk to me as well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I love you all. I love the Apple Army, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out for now. Bye bye.